guys, welcome back to CodeJunkies Studios. What we're now going to be doing in this tutorial is another part on the series of the add-ons, which are a little bit more advanced things for our C# basic tutorials. What we're going to be doing in the last one that we did on the add-ons, we actually made the login system but as it locally, so just to state in that if the text in text box 1 and 2 equals this, then let it go through. If it fails, we used our error string that we have at the top there. But what we are now going to do is actually do it a server-sided one, so on a database, MySQL database. You can find these free online. There is one free MySQL database, I think, or free database, something like that. I'll try and find it again and send it in the description. But the way that works is you got two options. You can either pay for it at like £14 for a year of it, and you get 6 different databases, or you have it for free, and just each week you've just got to go into your emails and just confirm that you're still actually using them, which is it's pretty cool. It allows remote as well, so you can remotely connect like we would need to for this program to work. But I'm not actually going to be demonstrating it physically working, mainly because I don't have a database that I'm able to really connect to at the moment, because the other ones are all to do with business and things like that, so I kind of can't really show the passwords and all that nonsense in this one. But yeah, we're sort of a database to actually use within our tutorials anyway, so that you see and like the finished product. But yeah, what we're going to do, in the last video we had the MySql.Data.dll extension. I don't know why I keep saying plugin, but yeah. You need to get the download will be in this description as well as the last video's description. And again, you literally just go project, add reference, find where you did it, add it. And then once it's added in, I'm pretty sure I added it in already. Yeah, just there. You just come up to your usings and do using MySql.Data.SQL on MySQL client, and using MySQL. Oh, I hate it when my keyboard does that. Data. We won't need to type. So just MySQL data and MySQL data and MySQL client. And then what we're going to want to do firstly is just declare a few things so that we can easily call to it on our connection string. So what we're going to do first, just up in here, anything. I'll tell you what, I'll add a note into here. So it's just anything within there can actually be accessed anywhere on this page, no matter how long it really is. So we're obviously going to be doing a connection string, so private, and then we're going to want to do MySQL connection, and then we're just going to give it a name so that we can call to it, which I just normally do connection, because that's what it is. And then down in our initialize component, we're going to actually start the connection in a way. We're not going to open the connection, we're just going to give it our connection string, like our server name, which database we want to access, a username for that database, and a password. And you can also add other features like convert 0 date and time to true, and that will enable you to like from the date and time pickers to actually directly add that into a database. through a form. There is some other things that you have to do for it to allow it to go through properly, but 9 out of 10 times it's just an easy thing to do. So we're gonna just want to do a string again, and this one we're gonna just give it any name. So this is our connection string, meaning server, database, username, password. So wow, keyboard really. Let's just do that as con string. And then below that we're going to do con okay. Con, there we go, down there. And then we're gonna state server, gonna leave that equals, leave it blank. But what this would be is like the IP, so that's just local. But yeah. And then database, so and then what the database would be, so users, it might be really whatever you named it, and then user ID, UID, short for user ID, yeah. And then PWD is short for password. That's not an actual password, not an actual database, and not an IP that's going to do anything, just so you know. So don't be freaking out in the comments, oh, you're giving us your info, because no, I'm not. And then below here now, we're going to do our con string again. And we're going to state that it equals a new connection. And then in here we do our con string again. No, hang on, I've done that. My bad, guys. I just thought that did look weird. We do our connection, but we did it at the very top. And then in here we do con string. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to add the regions onto here. Just so that that gets it out of my way, really. Okay, so in here now, we're going to make a new public void. And we're going to name it server login, stating that it's not the local login, it's one that's server-sided or database, whatever. So in here we're going to need our username text box and our password text box, so text box 1, text box 2. So what we're first going to want to do, we're going to do something which kind of prevents SQL injection, which is working with parameters. It's just a bit harder to actually inject something into a parameter because it's not always going to be the same. So let's just do we'll do login. Actually, let's do a lowercase. That's the name of our form. Don't you dare change that, you shite. And then equals new MySql command. Oh damn it, I didn't do that, did I? There seems to be always something I forget to do. Sorry about that, guys. And within our command, we're going to be wanting to select from the database and check in to see if any of the text in textbox 1 and textbox 2 exists. So what we do is not do that because I already added them. Select, and then this little floating star. I really couldn't tell you what it is. If anyone knows what it's called, please comment below, because that would be awesome. So we're going to be selecting from, and then our main database is called users, and then we could have a table in there called details. Let's go with that. And then we're going to be selecting from where in that table, so the columns in there. So where, and then it'll be username equals, and then we're going to do an @ and then user. Finish that one. At the end here, add our where's that little thing on there? Connection. Let's just say it connects as well. Pretty sure we've got to add that again. We're going to do and password equals at password. I'm not going to name a password. It's no point. And we have got to add on here. Where's it gone? There. One either side, if I remember correctly. Like I said, I'm not able to test this, so if it is wrong, please let me know in the description below. Comments, and I'll tell you what it is to fix that. But it looks right to me. But yeah, anyway. So now we're going to go below that. If my freaking keyboard wanted to work. And then we're going to be calling back our command. So login dot parameters, because that's what we're going to be working with, dot add with value, and then we're going to want to state the one that we named it, so and at user, and then this is going to equal text box 1.text. Then we're going to want to do another one, add with value, pass, and add text box 2.text. So there, where we're going to be reading from is those two variables that we've got there within the table on those two columns. So that won't work just like that. We obviously need to read it. So we're going to use a MySql.Data reader. So we can do MySql.Data reader. Not dot, rather. I just normally name this reader because that's what it is. Equals login dot execute reader. that's going to start the read process. And then whilst it's reading, we want it to let us know if it's got it in there and if it hasn't. So we do while reader dot read little curly brackets, and so whilst it's in there, we want it to tell us if it has those rows, it's true, and then displays the form. If it doesn't have those rows, fails and displays our error. So we do if reader dot has rows equals true, then do this, and the else, well, the if it doesn't have them rows has to go outside of a reader. So if reader dot has rows equals false, then do this, which would be our message box dot show error one. What did we name that then? Okay. Oh no, yeah, I did that within there. So, in fact, I'm gonna take out. Yeah, let's leave that in there. If you just come into here and take our string that we did as our error and put it above up here with our connection, then both can access it. But if it does have a rows, we're gonna do message. Oh. Show. We can do several things here. We can go welcome, like we did in the other one, but instead of doing the text box one text, we can actually get the direct username from the database but logged in. So to do that, you do reader, and then I could not for the life of me think what they are. I just call them boxes. And then do quote user name, which is the row we're going to be reading from, dot to string. Why is this not? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Pretty damn sure that's right. No, my log, I probably forgot something very, very, very small. Yeah, why is that? Oh. Wow, I'm an idiot. Freaking plus sign. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so now it's going to actually display that. But it's not going to display it because when I debug, it's not going to work because I'm not connected to any database. And you know what? Very, very important thing that we didn't do is on the click, and well, at the very beginning of the thing is connection dot open, and then after, so if we successfully log in, we're gonna connection dot close, and I'm just gonna copy and paste that, because say that they failed to log in on the first time if we didn't have this here, then it would give them an error stating that there's a connection already open because we're doing it up here. So as long as we close the connection on both parts, then it's fine. And that should allow them to log in. Again, the only thing we need to do, I'm just going to do this quickly. Server login. Yeah, let's leave it as that. Is state, instead of using this one, we would be doing server login. But we're also going to want it to actually display the form as well. So just up here, if we just do form 1 f1 equals new form 1, f1 in the middle is declaring the name that we're going to be able to use to call form 1. So just below here we're going to do this dot hide, which is going to hide the login, and then it's going to do f1 dot show, and that's it. Another thing, if you did it the way that I have and started off with the main form as the main program, and then moving on, adding a login system. Something you're going to want to go to do is go to the form 1, click on the form 1 and go to the properties, and go to the events here. These are all the events that can happen within the form, and the one that we're after is form closing. So when the form's starting to close, we're going to want it to, like, say that we're debugging, it's not going to end the process of it, and it's not going to let us debug unless we go back in and end it. So the way you can do that is application dot kill dot exit and application dot pro. Where is it at? Where is that gone? Okay. System diagnostics is what we needed to add as a reference. Okay. Okay, well, you know, maybe I'm doing that completely wrong. I apologize for that, guys. What is it I'm not doing right on there then? Because I'm pretty sure of that. Which way is it then? Yeah, I was right at first. Process dot get current process dot kill. Yeah. Thought I was going bananas then, guys. And what I would do is end the process, because otherwise you would have it running in the background all the time, which isn't very good. It's just unnecessary, really. So that concludes the tutorial just now of the server-sided login. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys like and sub and share the video along. Again, if there is any videos you would like to be done or tutorials you'd like to see, or if you have any project ideas, put them in the comments below and we'll make them. Okay. The download for the MySql.Data.dll is going to be in the description as well. It's going to be a media file link, so anyone can really get it, or Dropbox, failing that. So yeah, peace out, guys.